Here's another day of exploring the hidden side of Melaka, Malaysia. Most visitors come to Melaka for the famous Dutch Square, Jonker Street, and the historical landmarks. But today, we're slowing things down and discovering another side of the city, one that's filled with peaceful nature, aesthetic cafes, incredible food, and hidden places that many tourists don't even know exist. Let's get started. Since we had an early morning hike planned, we wanted a proper breakfast before heading out. Our first stop for the day was Time Cafe. We ordered their breakfast set along with an avocado toast set, and it turned out to be exactly what we needed to fuel the day ahead. The breakfast was simple but satisfying. Fresh ingredients, nicely cooked eggs, crispy toast, fresh salad, and a great cup of coffee. Sometimes that's all you need before spending the morning outdoors. The avocado toast was equally delicious, with creamy avocado layered generously over toasted bread and finished with fresh toppings that made every bite refreshing. The cafe itself also has a calm atmosphere that's perfect if you're looking to ease into your morning instead of rushing straight into sightseeing. After enjoying breakfast and finishing our coffee, we were finally ready for our first adventure. Just a short drive away is Bukit Beruang, also known as Bear Hill.
May monkey na.
Unlike many hiking spots that require long drives outside the city, Bukit Beruang is surprisingly accessible, making it a favorite among Melaka locals who come here for their morning walks, jogging sessions, and weekend hikes. Standing at around 116 meters above sea level, Bear Hill isn't the tallest mountain you'll ever climb, but that's not really the point. This place is about enjoying nature without needing to commit to a difficult trek. As soon as we started walking, we immediately noticed how peaceful everything felt. The city noise slowly disappeared behind us, replaced by birds singing, leaves swaying in the wind, and the occasional greeting from fellow hikers making their way up. The trail itself is beginner-friendly. Some sections are paved with concrete, while others transition into dirt paths surrounded by thick greenery. There are plenty of shaded areas, making the hike comfortable even after sunrise. One thing we really appreciated was seeing so many locals using the trail. Some were jogging, others were hiking with friends, while families enjoyed a slow morning walk together. It gave the place a welcoming neighborhood feel rather than feeling like a tourist attraction. Sometimes, experiencing places where locals spend their free time tells you much more about a destination than visiting famous landmarks. As we continued climbing, the cool morning breeze made the hike even more enjoyable. There wasn't any rush. We simply took our time, enjoyed the scenery, and appreciated the quiet moments away from the crowds. Centuries ago, long before housing estates, highways, and universities surrounded this area, Bukit Beruang was covered in dense tropical rainforest. According to local legend, wild bears were once believed to roam these forests. Because of these sightings, the hill became known as Bukit Beruang, which literally translates to Bear Hill. Although there are no bears living here today, the name has remained for generations and continues to be an important part of Malacca's local heritage. There's also another story that's been passed down over the years. Some locals believe the original name wasn't actually Baruang, meaning bear, but Beruang, referring to tales of hidden treasure that people supposedly discovered on the hill. As the story was passed from one generation to the next, the pronunciation is said to have gradually changed into Baruang. While historians haven't confirmed this version, it's one of the fascinating legends that adds even more mystery to the hill. What was once a quiet forest known mainly to nearby villagers has transformed into a favorite recreational spot for both locals and visitors. Today, people come here to catch the sunrise, enjoy a peaceful morning hike, train for fitness, or simply escape the busy streets below. Over the past few decades, the surrounding area has also changed dramatically. Bukit Beruang has grown from a small settlement into a thriving suburb of Melaka. The development of residential neighborhoods, businesses, and educational institutions, such as Multimedia University, helped shape the area into one of the city's busiest communities. Despite all this growth, the hill has remained a place where people can reconnect with nature and enjoy some of the best views in the city. And that's what makes Bear Hill so special. It's more than just a hiking trail. It's a place where local legends, history, and nature come together. Whether the hill was truly named after wild bears that once roamed these forests, or whether the legend of hidden treasure holds some truth, Bukit Beruang has become a landmark that's deeply woven into Malacca's identity. Now that you know the story behind Bear Hill, the hike feels a little more meaningful. It's a reminder that every destination has a history waiting to be discovered, and sometimes the best stories are hidden along the trail. Our journey began at Checkpoint Zero, or CP0, which marks the official starting point of the trail. This is where most hikers gather before sunrise, warming up, stretching, and getting ready for the climb ahead. The trail starts off with a wide paved road that has a steady incline. It isn't overly steep, making it beginner-friendly, but you'll definitely start feeling your legs working within the first few minutes. Along the way, you'll notice distance markers and checkpoints that help you keep track of your progress. As you continue climbing, the surrounding trees begin to provide plenty of shade, making the hike much more comfortable, especially in the early morning. The sounds of birds and insects replace the noise of the city, creating a peaceful atmosphere that's surprisingly close to nature, despite being just minutes from Malacca's urban center. The higher you go, the steeper some sections become. There are a few longer uphill stretches that can get your heart pumping, but there are also several resting areas where you can catch your breath, grab a drink of water, and enjoy the fresh air before continuing. One of the best things about Bukit Beruang is that the trail is well maintained. The paved path makes it suitable for hikers of different fitness levels, from families with children to experienced runners using the hill for their daily workout. As we approach the summit, the trees begin to open up, revealing wider views of the surrounding landscape. On a clear day, you can see residential neighborhoods, distant hills, and even parts of Melaka stretching toward the coastline. Reaching the summit is definitely the highlight of the hike. There's plenty of space to relax, take photos, and enjoy the panoramic view. If you arrive early enough, you'll be rewarded with a beautiful sunrise as the first rays of light slowly illuminate the city below. Eventually, we reached the summit. The viewpoint overlooks residential areas of Melaka, with glimpses of the city stretching into the distance. It's not an epic mountaintop panorama, but there's something incredibly relaxing about standing there while the morning sun slowly lights up the city below. Moments like these remind us that travel doesn't always have to be about chasing the biggest attractions. Sometimes, the smaller experiences become the most memorable ones. After spending some time at the top taking photos and enjoying the view, we slowly made our way back down. The descent is much easier on your lungs, but you'll still want to watch your footing, especially after rain when parts of the pavement can become slippery. Going downhill also gives you a chance to appreciate parts of the trail you may have missed on the way up.
Nation. Hello, Stick Nation. Ayan. 1, 2, 3.
From the lush greenery to the peaceful surroundings. As we return to CP0, it's easy to see why Bukit Beruang is one of the most popular hiking spots in Melaka. The trail is well marked, beginner-friendly, offers a satisfying workout, and rewards hikers with incredible views, all without requiring a full day of trekking. Whether you're chasing the sunrise, looking for a quick morning workout, or simply wanting to experience a different side of Melaka, Bukit Beruang is a hike that's well worth adding to your itinerary.
Ingat. Kailangan mo tulong? Help kita. Unaog sama. Oo, ingat.
Now that we'd worked up an appetite again, it was time for another hidden gem. Our next stop was Vintage Green Cafe at the Daughter. Walking through the entrance honestly felt like stepping into another time. The moment you enter, you're surrounded by vintage furniture, antique decorations, old clocks, weathered books, retro lamps, classic photographs, and countless collectibles that instantly create a nostalgic atmosphere. Every corner has its own personality. No matter where you look, there's always another interesting object waiting to be discovered. It almost feels like walking through a small museum where you're encouraged to slow down and appreciate every little detail. One of the coolest things about this cafe is that many of the vintage pieces are actually available for purchase. So while you're enjoying your coffee, you can also browse through unique antiques that each carry their own story. The lighting inside is soft and warm. Gentle background music fills the space, creating an atmosphere that feels cozy and incredibly relaxing. Unlike cafes where people quickly finish their drinks and leave, this is somewhere you'll naturally want to stay for a while. It's the kind of place where conversations become longer, coffee tastes better, and time somehow slows down. After spending quite some time here, we continued exploring another hidden corner of Melaka. Just a short distance away is a place called the Lorong. At first glance, it might just look like a small alleyway, but once you step inside, you'll quickly realize it's much more than that. The Lorong is one of those creative spaces where old heritage buildings meet modern cafe culture. The weathered walls, exposed bricks, murals, hanging plants, and artistic decorations create a unique atmosphere that's full of character. Instead of feeling commercial, it feels authentic. It's peaceful, intimate, and encourages you to simply wander around without any particular destination. This is definitely one of those places where you'll constantly find yourself stopping to take photos. Every corner feels carefully designed while still preserving the charm of Malacca's old architecture. Inside the Lorong, several cafes operate within the same shared space. And honestly, that's one of the things that makes this place so special. Instead of choosing just one cafe, you can order from different specialty cafes all in one visit. We decided to try desserts and drinks from Kairuru Cafe and the Luster Cafe. If you're someone who struggles to decide where to eat, this place solves that problem perfectly. Each cafe has its own menu, specialties, and unique style, giving visitors plenty of options without having to travel somewhere else. Our desserts looked almost too pretty to eat, but of course, we still finished everything. The combination of delicious sweets, refreshing drinks, beautiful surroundings, and relaxed atmosphere made this one of our favorite cafe experiences in Melaka. After spending the entire morning hiking and cafe hopping, we were definitely ready for a little break. So we headed back to our hotel. Travel isn't always about constantly moving from one attraction to another. Sometimes it's nice to slow down, recharge, and simply enjoy where you're staying. We spent a few hours relaxing by the pool, cooling off from the afternoon heat, freshening up, and getting ready for the evening. As the sun started setting, it was finally time for dinner. Tonight, we had a reservation at Bulldog Melaka. This restaurant offers a modern take on Peranakan cuisine while respecting the traditional flavors that Melaka is famous for. The restaurant has a stylish industrial interior with exposed textures, warm lighting, and minimalist decor that creates an elegant yet welcoming atmosphere. Every dish is beautifully presented, almost looking too good to eat. But beyond the presentation, what impressed us most was how each dish stayed true to its heritage while introducing subtle contemporary touches. It was a wonderful dining experience and definitely somewhere we'd recommend if you're looking for something a little more special during your visit to Malacca. With dinner finished, we thought the night was winding down. But little did we know, our final stop would end up becoming one of our absolute favorite discoveries of the entire trip. Welcome to Vintage Night Market Melaka. We honestly had no idea what to expect before coming here. Since it isn't as well known as Jonker Street, we assumed it would be relatively small. We couldn't have been more wrong. The moment we arrived, we were welcomed by rows upon rows of stalls selling vintage clothing, retro sneakers, collectible toys, vinyl records, old cameras, antiques, handmade crafts, unique accessories, and countless random treasures that you simply don't find at ordinary night markets. This place is a paradise for collectors, vintage lovers, and anyone who enjoys treasure hunting. You never know what you'll discover around the next corner. Some stalls were filled with nostalgic childhood toys. Others specialized in thrifted fashion. There were vintage watches, retro electronics, comic books, decorative antiques, and even rare collectibles that instantly caught our attention. It felt less like shopping and more like exploring a giant open-air museum where almost everything could be taken home. Adding to the atmosphere was the smell of freshly cooked street food, live music playing in the background, and groups of friends enjoying the lively evening together. The entire market had an energy that felt creative, youthful, and incredibly welcoming. We ended up spending far more time here than we originally planned, because every few minutes we discover another interesting stall. Without a doubt, this became one of the biggest surprises of our Malacca trip. If you're planning to visit Malacca, don't limit yourself to just the famous attractions. Take the time to explore places like this. Sometimes the best experiences are the ones that aren't listed at the very top of every travel guide. For us, Vintage Night Market is one of Malacca's true hidden gems, and we honestly hope it stays that way for a little while longer. The next morning, we slowed things down with breakfast at Bangkok Cafe, a cozy riverside cafe that's perfect for easing into the day. We decided to order their simple breakfast, but what makes it fun is that you can customize it to your liking. They have a great selection of freshly baked bread to choose from, including sourdough, focaccia, croissants, and several other options depending on what's available that day. For the eggs, you can pick them just the way you like, scrambled, over medium, or the timeless sunny side up. To go with breakfast, we ordered a matcha latte and a salted caramel latte. The matcha was smooth and earthy, while the salted caramel latte had just the right balance of sweetness without being overpowering. But honestly, the real highlight wasn't just the food, it was the atmosphere. Sitting right beside the river, surrounded by lush greenery and the gentle sound of flowing water, made the entire breakfast feel incredibly peaceful. After breakfast, we weren't in any rush, so we decided to take a leisurely walk along the riverside and see where it would lead us. One of the best things about exploring without a plan is discovering places you wouldn't normally find. As we wandered through the quiet streets, we stumbled upon a few charming vintage shops filled with old collectibles, retro decorations, and unique antiques. Every corner had something interesting to look at, making it feel like we had stepped back in time. Not far from there, we came across a local morning market that was already buzzing with activity. It wasn't a tourist attraction, it was simply everyday life in Melaka. And that's how we spent another unforgettable day exploring Melaka beyond the usual tourist attractions. From a peaceful morning hike to nostalgic cafes, hidden creative spaces, incredible food, and ending the night surrounded by vintage treasures, today perfectly showed us that Melaka has so much more to offer than most people realize. If you enjoyed exploring these hidden gems with us, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next adventure. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.